A couple of days left until the release of Hogwarts Legacy, and with every new day we have tons of new information. Besides some interesting info, we also have some high-level gameplay, and guys, I don't know about you, but to me it looks absolutely amazing. I won't delay much, so we'll get straight to the point, which is information related to the length of the game. It's finally confirmed that there will be more than 100 side quests in the game, which is really good, considering it will take around 35 hours to complete the main quest, and if you want to expand your gameplay experience, the amount of side quests will extend the length of the game by double, if not triple that time. What is also really interesting is that there has been some talk that most of the side quests will be able to be done in any order, and that also some side quests will affect the main story. This was not 100% valid info, so it remains to be seen, but what is most important is that with all side quests and side activities in the game, you will be easily able to spend a minimum 100 hours before finishing. Next one is related to mounts and companions, and this one is really good actually. During some new gameplay footages, it is confirmed that the scenes with Hippogriff from the latest cinematic trailer actually means what we assumed, and that in that scene is actually a mission in which you will need to save Hippogriff. During gameplay, there were one specific mission, and during this mission you will need to rescue Highwing from one of the poachers' camp, and by doing that you will unlock Hippogriff as your mount in the game. When it comes to companions, we could see so far that in the game we'll be able to collect all kinds of creatures, but the most asked question so far is, are we gonna be able to have Dragon as companion or mount in the game? Now, there has been a lot of scenes in previous trailers with dragons, and it's confirmed that we will encounter dragons in some point of the game, but when it comes to having Dragon as mount or companion, now we have something interesting. During another quest called Fire and Wise, there were two interesting moments. In another poacher camp, when player enters one small tent, we discovered that it actually hides a massive dragon fighting pit called the Horntail Hall. In that fighting pit, we could see there are various selection of dragons, different by size, color, etc. At the very end of this mission, player rescue one of the dragons, and that one looks a lot like the dragon from previous trailers, so I'm more than sure that in some point of the game, players will be able to befriend dragons somehow, and very likely the specific one. Also, what is really interesting, and is related to dragons and befriending them later in the game, is the fact that during mission Fire and Wise, player comes across with Dragon Egg and takes it. Later, your companion Poppy, on your question what should we do with the egg, she answers that we should hold on to it for now, but not indefinitely, as it will be hard to hide something like that from Professor Weasley. So, as you can obviously see from these footages, we will befriend dragons in some point of the game definitely, but how, as mount or companion or something else, it remains to be seen. We also got some new info about stealth play in the game, and I know that there are some among you who would like to play stealthily some parts of the game, and fortunately for you there will be possibilities for that. In some gameplay scenes, we can obviously see stealth abilities and stealth gameplay, but keep in mind that not everything will be easy and that this type of gameplay will have certain difficulties. For example, if you're passing by an enemy while in stealth and he looks in your direction, there are chances you will be detected. Also, if you take down or knock down an enemy, another one notices he's missing and he comes to check what is going on, he can detect you if you are close to that place. I'm more than sure that this game is not intended to be played stealthy, maybe some specific quests, but if you want to, you'll be able. We also have a new official launch trailer, and in it we have some new and interesting details. First of all, we have some new look on Hogwarts Castle, both from afar and up close, and as always, the scenes are beautiful. We also got some new insight in some classes and teachers, so we could see Professor Garlick on Herbology class, and also students introducing themselves with Mandrake. Professor Weasley is our Transfiguration teacher, and in this new trailer we can see her turning some solid object into a butterfly. Next scene shows us Bee's class and Professor Howin teaching students no less and no more than about unicorns. This means that maybe in some point of the game we will meet unicorns, probably in Dark Forest. Speaking of Dark Forest, in one short scene we could see our protagonist flying on a broom in Dark Forest, but this time really low, and I heard somewhere that if you want to go highest possible speed while flying broom, you want to fly closer to the ground. Anyway, we are not finished with professors and classes showed in trailer, and the next one is scene on Charms class, taught by Professor Ronan, and a scene with Professor Hackett on Defense Against Dark Arts class, while she casts Levioso and she says something really interesting.
A surprised opponent is a weak opponent.
We also had a scene in which our character got chosen by his wand, and in that scene we saw the wand and how beautiful it looks, but also we could see a well-known Ollivander. Beside these mentioned professors, we could also see Professor Fig, a magical theory teacher, and in some scenes he accompanied us on some really interesting looking locations, probably while we discover something about ancient magic. There is also a scene with maybe the main antagonist in the game, Victor Rookwood, a dark wizard who is the leader of the faction allied with Ranrock during his Goblin Rebellion. Beside main antagonist, we could also see some other enemies. And again, we had chance to see Troll, but this time in Hogsmeade Village, and also a new enemy, big one, some kind of guardian, and we could see Ranrock and the goblins fight him, but also Professor Fig, which indicates we will encounter Ranrock and this huge guardian on some important quest. There is also a scene with dragons during now known Fire and Wise quest, and scene with Highwing, probably from the quest in which we had to save him from the poacher's camp. In the last scene from the new trailer, we could see Professor Weasley, our protagonist, and other students in Great Hall raising their cups, cheering to something. Now, this could mean nothing, but also this could mean they are cheering to some motivational speech before some great battle or something like that. I really don't know, but to me it seems worth of mentioning. Couple more days left until the release, and I will definitely make at least one more video before that day. On the release day I will go live and I will cover the game from day one, so if you didn't already, make sure you smash that subscribe button so you don't miss the upcoming videos. Like on this one would be super appreciated so it can reach more people, and also I need to mention that I finally made Discord server, so make sure you check it out and join our slowly growing family. That would be all, and I'll see ya in the next one.